Well, and I would turn this on because I want to share it with my people when I get back. But they said that there's only the news reports were only saying there's a couple hundred people here.
Really?
Yeah, and that.
What you selling the shirts for?
Small for extra large.
And anybody caught bringing in supplies, there's a roadblock. It's $1,000 fine, and they're going to stop you.
Yeah.
And or no, $1,000 fine, and then if you were arrested,
Thank you.
which you would be if you weren't from here, it was going to be $1,500 to get out of jail.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I remember earlier, that might have been what they were talking about up by Mandan when this road was still open. There was a police roadblock there. They had a National Guard there, and like you could tell when they must have just got done busting people or whatever, because like behind those barricades there'd be stacks of supplies. They would just straight confiscate them and take them right there.
Well, I'm really glad. I ran into some Indians at a gas station about 3 hours from here, and I locked my keys in the car.
Oh, damn.
And they got me got it all unlocked within 10 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
And told me to follow them because I had about $5,000 worth of supplies I brought in.
That's cool. Right
Heaters and stuff like that. But I think that could have easily happened if I came in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I got blessed.
They say they're not, but I've heard that they are. It just kind of, I guess, depends on who's stopping you.
So tell me why you're here.
Well, I'm actually here from Standing Rock, and of course this affects me in every which way possible. It's really going to affect my kids and all that. Yeah, it might not break in our generation, but in our kids and our grandkids, it might break, and then that's that for them. And like what a lot of these guys say, where how can we look our kids in the eye and tell them that we sent them off to be killed and get cancer by all these chemicals and stuff and all the oil. And of course, we're the first that are going to get hit from. Do you see how close this is to Standing Rock?
Yeah.
If that breaks, it's going to hit us right away. I remember years ago they had a flood up north, up by I think it was Minot or Fargo, and all that flood water, it picked up all those chemicals from up there and it brought them all this way. So we had our first kind of effect of that, and that was just a small time deal. Now it can get even worse. And the thing about Standing Rock, that every community somehow has a creek or a river or stream alongside of it, and that once this hits or breaks or whatever, it's going to hit everybody right off the bat, and then it'll start hitting all the ones farther down from like on the Missouri River and all that stuff.
It's your livelihood.
Yeah, so it was kind of a bad deal. And like my family, the other thing is that's really affected me in the past since September was I found out I'm going to have my second child. And
congratulations.
At first I only did that, and which was fine, but as I sit there and I keep thinking, I get myself more and more mad, and I'm like, God damn, what more can I do? How can I use my art to help out? And so I started creating more and more. So about every week I'll kick out a new one, and I just sit there and it angers me, you know. I mean, it's just terrible. And then I got like my family at home, my mom, dad, and they can't fight or do nothing, but they got me. So what I can do is use my art. And
I'll make sure I take pictures and get them out there and get them on social media and stuff too.
Yeah.
Because it's important that the rest of the world hears the message.
Yeah, because and what was really scary at first was when it first started, it was just us. It was just the people here, and I was like, God damn, how are we gonna fight this thing? We're pretty much sentenced to death, and ever since then, people have been showing up, and it feels a little bit better, and it even feels better. Like me and him were talking earlier with these vets here. A little bit more safer. You don't feel like we're gonna get raided or hurt. I don't need things like that. Since this whole thing started, racism has really kicked into overdrive and up in the Bismarck Mandan area, and it's hard to go up there anymore.
Well, I heard that they're not even serving. You can't go into a restaurant. You can't get gas. You can't if you're Indian.
Yeah, I almost got stopped from buying shirts the other day, and I had to make up a story because they're like, "Why are you buying all these shirts?" And I didn't want to say, "Well, I'm using my thing to create things like Maniwi Choni, NoDAPL and stuff," because they would have stopped me right there. So I told them I'm doing a basketball sobriety run, and so they finally sold them to me, which is really messed up considering I take them about $2,000 a week.
You know, it's amazing. Even in Rapid, when I was trying to buy the heaters for the tents here, once I said what I was getting them for, the guy wouldn't budge on the price. He was really kind of rude about it, and I really had to press hard to get them. So it's very prevalent, the racism all over the place.
Yeah, well, Rapid City's even worse. I know that.
What I didn't understand is he was a vet too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that going on. And
how long have you been out here?
Well,
Yeah, you too.
we actually only live like 40 minutes south from here. We're on like 10 miles from the border, so we ain't too far.
You just keep coming.
Yeah.
Keep coming back.
We come up here, we sell shirts, and we give some stuff away, and we help out like with security, mainly security. That's what I like to help out with.
Oh, yes.
And then our workers, like sometimes they won't have shirts, or the thing I like to give security is like the bright fluorescent shirts, so they can kind of be seen out there and stuff.
When did you guys start the Occupy here?
Must have been like towards the second to last week of August that it really started taking off. Like I said, I came up here that second day after it when it first started, right up the road here, when those guys on horseback showed up and all that. And I was up here then, but then I didn't start coming up till about 2 weeks later. And then we started doing we started selling NoDAPL stickers and stuff, and I was like, people kept saying, well, use your printer to print shirts, and finally I started doing it. And then I still kind of waited for a bit, and finally I was like, shit, I might as well. And so I invested in this, and then so since then every week I've been taking off more and more.
That's good.
And then helping out and doing what I can. So, and we're at the point now where we're actually donating hundreds of thousands of dollars now. And I got a art piece that I got that once I sell it, I'm going to donate 75% of it to the camp.
Right on. What art piece is that?
Damn, it's I don't have it here. It's actually about a 5x5 picture. It's a 16-page ledger art drawing I did of all the events that have been happening, and so I created that, and then I'm trying to sell that, and then I'm not going no less than 10,000. And so if you look it up here on my page, Chameleon Horse Art and Design, you look that up on Facebook, you can see a picture of it. It's on there. Like I said, it's too big to be moving around, and what I did was I made a custom frame. I made a teepee holder for it, so it stands pretty tall. It's about my height. It's about right here. And so yeah, it took me about almost 10 weeks to get it done, and so that's what I got on standby right now.
Wow.
I'm gonna display it up at the tribe next week.
Oh no, it's a medium. Yeah.
But yeah, and it just
This is a small.
really remarkable how big this has gotten us.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's totally being downplayed by the media right now, that there's not really anything going on. In fact, on the front page, I think it was the USA Today 2 days ago, it was, the front page was, they were talking to Indians who were not here and that did not support what you guys are doing here, which I thought, how in the heck did you even find those people, and why are you on the front page of the USA Today? That's not the real story of what's happening here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, everybody is open to their own opinions and stuff, but in the end, it ain't just this place here. It's all these oil things that have been going up.
Yeah.
And this is the first major one, and from here, those oil companies are gonna have to realize that they're in for a fight no matter where they're gonna be putting it up. They've already came and lied to everybody about what can and can't happen and stuff like that. And this is the worst right here that I've seen, anyways. People getting hurt and blown up by grenades and things like that. And it's just
Now they have snipers up on top of some of these hills on the burial grounds.
Yeah, like that day after they had that first attack over there. Us guys showed up and we went up there, and there were snipers laying out in the fields. There's Humvees and all that stuff, National Guard and all that. And
I heard a girl lost her arm, huh?
yeah, she got blown up by a grenade or something.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
Are they arresting daily, or were they just arresting there around Thanksgiving?
I guess it kind of depends on where they're having the action or protest or whatever. A lot of times lately they've been having it more up in Bismarck. So up there, I know they're giving people a hard time for doing anything and
crazy,
kind of chasing people off and whatever.
Well, you think that racism of not serving you because of the color of your skin went away.
Yeah.
You know.
But Bismarck Mandan has always been like that. It's just part of life. We're used to it growing up. But now it's like more out there. And they give us more hell and stuff for just being us. Can't even stroll to the mall just to check it out. To get mad stares.
Wow.
But we grew up in McLaughlin. It was just like that, same thing. So we're kind of, I don't know.
I was listening to community radio station 89.5 through McLaughlin on the way up here. It was nice.
Oh yeah, that's our local station.
Doing a lot of shout outs for here.
Yeah. So we're We're real glad for all the support we've been getting here, and like I said, I'm trying to use all my art to help get the word out.
And what would you want to introduce yourself real quick again?
My name is Gilbert Kills Pretty Enemy the Third. My Lakota name is Tashunka Hechia, which means chameleon horse. And I'm a Standing Rock enrollee, but I am Hunkpapa Lakota from the Bear Soldier District.
Well, I thank you for your work, and thank you for being a water protector, my friend. I'm glad to be here to support you.
Yeah.